Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. You guys had a good Friday evening and are having a good Saturday morning. And we'll have a good weekend. Hey, OMS, how are you? Hello, Basti. If we do Resident Evil today, it's not going to be continuing where we left off because we don't have everyone that usually likes to drop by and watch it. So if anything, we might try to do either a speed run of it to try to get the speed demon achievement, so we can get infinite ammo and then do like the insanity run, or just go straight into insanity run if we end up playing it today. But OMS released his first episode rather, of his game. We're also going to check that out, but we are going to be doing a bit of game dev first because I haven't set up OMS's game. I was checking for it earlier today, and it wasn't uploaded, but right before the stream began, I saw that he uploaded episode 1. Ads are done. Hello, username. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, and we're going to be doing a bit of game dev today. Probably maybe like 30 minutes to an hour of it. I don't know how long OMS's game is, but we're going to check it out. Also, let's go ahead and switch to Unreal Engine. And let's get some different music going. Let's actually not do the dark radio. Let's do... Not this. There we go. Will we ever get another 4-hour stream? It depends. It's not really something I plan, it's just something that kind of happens. You just posted some art in the Discord. I'm gonna take a peek. Oh, the animations that you're working on. Is this also for your game? Ooh, that's good too. That looks sick. Your friend made that, Basti? That was a cool little animation you made of username's animation. And then back up to where we were looking at the differences between the images. Back then, you did way longer streams. What was the longest stream that I'd been doing back then? Possibly, you say. 6 hours? Oh man, I don't remember doing 6 hours. Life. Adulthood. It drains you. Oh, if it's like I said, it's not something I would plan, but like if it's something I'm invested in and I just want to binge a game like Silent Hill 1, yeah, that would happen. When I was playing like Resident Evil Requiem, I would play that for like a good 6 to 8 hours straight, but it was also at like 4 in the morning my time. And I went like nonverbal, so I did not want to stream that. At least not my first playthrough. The issue that we had last time is not yet fixed. Where we have the trait allocations, that should be being populated in this list here, but it's not. And so it's kind of been a minute since I've been in this. Give me a sec. I need to rearrange my mic. What's supposed to happen is that the game instance, when I try to... Oh, am I just not creating... I not creating the aberrations? Because ultimately what's supposed to happen is paranormal profiles gets called first, because that's for event pre-construct. And then the database system gets called second. It grabs... So it updates the observation pool. Which, at this point, it's empty, because when we hit play, it's not hitting that for loop at all. What if I put some... What if I, instead of using this, I just have it print hello? Does that print out? No, it doesn't. So it is an issue with it finding an empty loop. What does update do? So update should be adding them. I've been good, I've been good. Yeah, I looked at one point, it said the call was going on for 5 hours. I was like, what? I was still at work at the time, but so I couldn't jump in. Okay, so we are doing create aberration. So let's see if I have a... If I do get aberration 0 after this... Aberration, I keep pronouncing it incorrectly. I'll get used to it eventually. Whoops, not game instance, but our custom game instance. And then I want it to... When it adds it, does it add it based on its... Does it give it a new index? It looks like it does. Okay. Whoa, watch Drake username. We're working on getting this third monitor populated with the possible observations the player can choose. Alright, let's do this, and let's have this print out. I wonder if we can print out a struct. I hope so. Okay, can we break? And let's see if it just gets its description. It does. Okay. And just get the first one. Okay, that's good. So creating it works. When we update the observation pool, which is here, it goes through all of these, which it should do just fine. It then gets all of its traits, which we know that it has because we just checked. Then it loops through all of them. And then it checks to see if within our possible observations, if that trait already is in there. If it's not, which it shouldn't be, because it's the first time it's getting called. It'll add... Oh. Well, that's fine, right? As long as the avoid fire is in there, we don't have the owner. Oh. No, that's right, that's right. I don't think I need to be doing this part right there. Maybe should be something like we make a possible observation, and the actual owning aberration. There we go. No, because this doesn't add to it. Maybe I was right. We then have to get it. And then add to it. We're adding, okay. I have a feeling it's a reference issue. A new artist friends? Cool. How's your art coming along? What's kind of your next big project? See, the issue that I'm having here, and it'd be a little bit easier to tell what's happening in C++. I just don't know if I really want to do that and like move this over to C++. Is a lot of the times I think it's just getting a copy of these things, which isn't what I want. I want it to actually reference it. If I schedule it better, would you join? Possibly. It'd be one of those things where if I saw it going on, I would kind of pop in and check it out. Don't really know if I would like try to schedule and set aside a time for it. Close to finishing one, it's a hamburger streamers. As a cowgirl, I just need to finish the boots and then I'll Ooh. Oh, is that what the revolver was for? I see. Okay, let's start printing some things out here. Because I have a feeling, like, if we print this out, this find, I have a feeling it's not going to let me. Hmm. Okay. It got the avoid fire. Was that because of this? Let's unplug this. And double check. No, it was not because of that. Where is the avoid fire coming from? Oh, it's you. I think. Yeah, okay. So, it's not getting this far. Or if it is, it's, no, it's just not getting that far. And it's also not getting that far. What weapon should you make next? Maybe like a crossbow? I guess it depends on what game you're trying to make. So, it didn't print that. Is it even gonna print this? It did, okay. So it's getting stuck here, which tells me that its traits it thinks are empty? I thought we just proved that that's not the case by doing this. What? It thinks its traits are empty, but that shouldn't... That shouldn't be right. Do this. Let's check order of operations. So this should come second in the execution list. This should come first. Okay, that's right. Because it does 1 and then 2 updates on top of that. Like I was telling Hoden, it's not really something I plan. I try to go for about 2 hours, but I just stop whenever I'm out of it. I do want to check Omes's game out, though. Omes, are you still here, by the way? I don't know how long it is. How long is your first episode? Do you know? Like, approximately? I think you told me last time. I think you said like 20, 30 minutes. Ooh, Hoden. Ooh. I think we talked about this, and like I tried to find it on YouTube, but they took it off. 20 to 30 minutes. Let me see if they put it back. Interstellar. It is. Oh, that's the soundtrack. The soundtrack is 2.5 hours long. Is that just the movie but with no moving frames? The screen record it and send it to me. All right. So it's not updating the traits, which I don't like. Never, Hoden. Never. Uh... So it thinks its traits are empty. I did. All right, let's see if we can... Well, we printed it out already, right? We got the attribute. Get operation. So this is returning nothing. But here... it's returning something? Which doesn't make sense to me because it should be talking to the same object. Break. Get. Print. I'm trying to get the, so there's a list of behaviors that I'm writing to the entities when I create them. And I want to grab from that list so that I can populate it on the screen. I'm writing to it correctly, I think, because I was able to print it out. but I can't retrieve from it for whatever reason. So that's me reading it. And let me even just do this the same way. Let me, rather than calling get, let me just get the actual array. And then for each. And then break. And then another for each. And then this we print. So this should print out all of them. Oh! No, I haven't. Okay, so for whatever reason, getting the aberration and then breaking that works? So doing it like this works? And then getting a single one? I can also keep saying aberration like apparition. Asian. Asian. I just need to get that in my head. Aberration. But then breaking from this one. Let's find the disconnect. Okay. So the disconnect happens in the break? Because if I just get one of these, and then I print that instead. Yeah, I'm very culturally, like, inept when it comes to movies and stuff. Hey, Raph, how you doing? Yeah, it's early stream. When I stream on weekends, I usually stream it around this time. Okay. Why is that different than what I'm doing here? Alright, let's also do this. Make it one step simpler. Oh, what? Oh, you. Okay. So is the for each just busted? Do you read books? Um, I want to, but I haven't been. No. Signed up for a Blender program? Ooh, nice. Okay. So, I guess the way I'm looking at this, or the way that I thought this worked, is wrong. Why does this work? Just getting a single element of this array, but looping through the element to get it doesn't. I don't get that. Is there a different for loop? No. Alright, this is where we ask the robot. I don't know what that is, but if it sounds fun, why not? What? Why does it think the length is 0? And if it's 0, why is it returning something to me? It's a stereotypical children's 2D movie maker? Oh. If someone at school found out you'd be thrown out a window, uh-oh. Ren, just think harder. I'm assuming that what's happening is my brain just no work. Alright, so let's say I change this to something else. What is that printout? Ah. Why? What? What? So, it's not that the for loop isn't working correctly. It's that it's whatever is printing is just nonsense. Why is it? Oh, because it has a default value. Well, no. Wouldn't be a problem. Aberrations. I want to create. Oh. Oops. Guys, I didn't plug it in. Okay. My bad. I didn't have the thing plugged in. It's like when you're trying to plug in a console for the first time and you don't have it plugged into the socket. Like, I'm pressing the power button, but it's not turning on. Go ahead and blow these away. Whoops. Never mind. That was what I wanted to keep. This is what I wanted to blow away. Bye, Raph. Have a good one. See you in a couple months. I want to make sure that I didn't accidentally break something else by doing this. There we go. So now it populates on the table. Missing string table entry. So one of those is missing. I guess that's fine. At least for now. Next time, just hard code it. You mean hard code is in C++, or you're talking about just like... I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, so now from here... The RPG is almost done. Oh, you're quick. Guess who wrangled Lunar to call? Not sure. Sure to come. So now we kind of have to do what the paranormal profiles is doing, in that when a button is pressed, hey Lunar, or Melon. Okay, I need to think about this. So, how are we doing it with the first screen? I want to make it consistent. Okay, so let's copy this over, this same logic, where it does the 5-second thing, and then you can unassign. But rather than unassign, it's going to be an assign. So we can reuse a lot of that code, and I think that's happening here. So trait selected. So we're gonna want to have probably, ooh, this is gonna be annoying because I have index and trait index, and I can't remember what those mean. Okay, so clear selection I'm gonna want to ultimately keep the same, I think. Let's label these buttons before we get any further. File 1. Oh, I didn't click the next one. File 2. File 3. And I think for this one, rather than the unassigned button being red, the assign button should be green. So let's see. To what degree did I make it red? Background color, I just made full red. So this one, background color, should be full green. There may or may not be some blues and greens clashing here, Houghton. Apologizing ahead of time. What is going on in chat? What? Should the text also be green? I feel like that's not a bad call. In this one, we have the text as red. I think? Yeah, we do. Let's see. Think white text? Here, let's look at it side by side. In engine. Oh yeah, the green on green is absolutely a mistake. Not green on green. White text. Yeah. White text. White text. Okay. This is the attribute button. I think this one also uses the attribute button, so we can probably reuse a lot of the logic that I had there. Right? Okay, yeah, attribution button. Is this, which itself holds a potential reference, yes, to the behavior widget. I thought ahead. I did it. I did it. We are going to set the bads widget to myself. And I don't think we need to do index because there isn't any indexing in this one. So in bads, add child, set oh. What was it called? What was it called? What was it named? Behavior widget. Okay. Okay. We're cooking. I don't think we need trait index. Don't remember what that's used for. But in doing this, this should hopefully... Yes! And then after 5 seconds, does it go away? Nice! Okay. We're pretty... Oh... Trait selected. It might be a better idea then to move this set to the end. and do that. Watching the dev process is giving you flashbacks. OMS has been developing for a while. I remember he dropped in and he asked some questions about like how I did the like the on-screen displays back before, like back when we were still working with the old Mari model in the old mansion. Don't know exactly for how long though. So I'm excited to see what his first. This is your first. This will have been your first game, right? Your first release, OMS? Okay, so that solved the bug. Now we want to make it to where these aren't immediately illuminated because the player hasn't selected anything to highlight them to. So 0.125, 0.25, 0.125, 0.5, double check, 0.25. Yeah, it's your first release. Nice. Okay, so now the rest of this is going to be similar to what we're doing down here. And because that logic is there... Okay, yeah, so we still have the issues where you can select multiple, which we fixed in this one, but not the other one. So let's go back here. We're gonna make a new variable called selected button widget. This is where it probably would have been better to, since a lot of this is going to be using super similar events, it would have been better to have like a master class and then have this be like children of it. But I don't see it. I don't see myself scaling this too much bigger than what it is now. If I do, I might go back and make like a parent of this. But for now, since we're only duplicating it once more, I think I'm fine with just kind of proceeding as is. Make a custom event. Trait selected. I'll still name them the same thing just so I don't forget that they're duplicated. So this. I do want to make a timer handle. Then we do a set. So let's at least get this part in now. What time will we be playing OMS's game? Ideally within the next 10 minutes or so. I think we're close to fixing this. Yeah, that's a good question, Nibble. OMS, how you feel? I'm sure probably like somewhat relieved, somewhat bittersweet, somewhat stressed out. All of the above. Ren, you are so rude. What? What? You didn't say hi? I did say hi. Oh, hi, Nibble. Did I not say hi? You're feeling good about it. There are some extra things you wish you added, but I don't know how to do those. Hopefully I make a second game and we'll have more experience. Yeah, I felt the same when I did any of my stuff. That's normal. Even the Resident Evil devs had stuff that they wanted to do that they just didn't have the time to do. So that's all there is. Horizontal box. I could get the children of these and then loop through it. The issue is this is not. Get children. For each child. Cast to button. And then set timer handle. So set timer I think I want to do after it's completed. Instead. And then that. We want to make a clear selection button. Or not a button, but an event. Do the same thing with looping. That will just be for these four. Cast to button. Now I should just double check all of my references are accurate. Missed one. Missed two. Okay, and then there's also this on-click unassign. I don't think... Oh, I will need a click assign. These I don't need to do. That I don't need to do. Okay. Okay. So now we actually add the logic that we need. But the actual button highlighting should be good. Ooh, you finished it. Nice. The bazooka? So this should have it to where I can only click one. These also should not be highlighted. Hmm. Oh. Great, selected. I'm not even calling that function. Whoops. Shoot. It's posted. Take a look in a sec. I'm gonna make one more attempt to fix this, and regardless as to whether it's successful or not, we're gonna dive into OMS's game. And then I'll just have to pick up on this next time. Okay, so let's see what's happening. When we do trait selected, we should be doing unselected. So let me think. What is the part that's preventing multiple from being pressed? Is it here? This sets the timer. Oh, My trait selected does not have an input parameter of what I'm guessing is the budget with reference. Okay. The budget, the button. Button. Widget blueprint. Come on. P. Attribute button. And that plugs into select widget button. Like that. And then here, still a reference to self. Okay, let's try this. No dice. Alright. We still made some progress. We're gonna cut that short as we get ready to play OMS's game. I'm gonna close Unreal Engine just so that I'm not drawing extra resources that I don't need. I think everything else I have open shouldn't be too bad. Going to mute the background music. So sit tight. I downloaded it before the stream started, but I didn't do anything else. So I need to open it and I need to give it to OBS. Why is the starting soon gone? There it is. Okay. Okay. Why? There it is. Okay. Let me update YouTube and Twitch on stream. We're gonna make a quick thumbnail. Actually, we'll grab something from the title screen, and we'll make a thumbnail out of that. One sec. While I do this, we'll go ahead and get back to some vibe music. Stream setting, edit. Optimization isn't the best, so there might be some frame drops. Nothing too bad. I think we'll be okay. I think the last game I had issues with was Silent Hill 2. Um, but we should hopefully be fine. I'm also still debating on whether I should grab a thumbnail or not. I think I will. Just grab something from the Game Jolt page until maybe there's a fun moment we have on the stream. How much RAM do I have? Excellent question. 64. Alright, let's make the thumbnail. We're gonna go ahead and do create clipboard. We're gonna correct the scaling on this because I just kind of very quickly did it. 1920 by 1080. And we'll choose this one. Ooh. That'd be awesome if... Come on. Get on there, I know. There we go. This disgusting thumbnail took you so long. What are you talking about? Boom. Amazing. S tier thumbnail, I think. I'd even go as far as to say. 3-7. Beautiful thumbnail. Thanks, OMS. I'm sorry I can't do it justice to your first title, but I'm just not good at thumbnail making. I'd also just much rather jump into it as quick as possible. Took 1.5 minutes. It took a lot of brain power, though. Let's be honest. Like my head, like the gears were turning. He'd cry. DDR4 or 5? I have no idea. Probably 4. That's enough to support a family of 4 for a whole year. Yeah, look. If you have a problem, you can fight the AI companies. They've got all of your RAM. It's all them. It's all their fault. Okay. We should be good. Should be ready to Sunnytime. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I cut the music off. 1 sec. What settings he got? Resolution 0x0. Alright, OMS, what's the recommended? Hold on, I am gonna get my task manager open so it can tell me when I'm doing perhaps a bit too much. But we should be doing okay. Nice resolution, thank you. Why don't you turn off the graphics? I'm curious what maximum text block. We'll do ultra. Okay. Is stream still going? The music stopped. It is, okay. Um, this, I wonder if that was the resolution thing that I broke. Granted, the Ultra isn't causing any issues. Or okay, well, it's not eating all of my GPU. It's at 44%. I think it was the resolution that it had issues with. It ended up being full screen. Let me try doing windowed full screen. Also, the music stopped. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. Okay, there we go. That looks better. It was just because I had it in full screen, which is usually just a me issue because of how I have my set. Hold on, put the sound settings up. Oh, it defaults to 0. I see. I see. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm glad we're testing this. It works. I think just the defaults, maybe not set to 0 is probably a bit better. Yeah, I'm old. I am Unk. Phone's right. I'm not older than 30 though. Okay, so I guess let's preface this with kind of my expectations. This is OMS's first release. Everything that I saw from the trailer looked clean. It looked pretty like there was a word that I was using earlier and I can't remember what it is, but um, if you've been around on the channel for a while, you know we've tried a lot of indie games that just were not polished. That was the word I was looking for. It looked pretty polished. Um, Mascot horror isn't really my thing. It was a genre I used to like a whole lot. I kind of fell off of it, kind of around the Poppy Playtime era. So, um, that is just something I want to, a biasy that I want to lay on the table now, because we'll see. I'm not going to walk into this with any lower ideas of it, though, if that makes sense. I guess we should just play. Episode 1, Out of Time. Sunnytime friends, just say you're a hater. So I really okay. Let's talk the history real quick. So we have like full cards on the table. Really liked FNAF. That came out I think when I was in like high school or something. And then Bending the Ink Machine, and then the very first update of Hello Neighbor. All of those I loved. Um, Around the time Bending the Ink Machine finished is kind of when I was like, okay, I think that's enough mascot horror for me. And then I kind of went back to Resident Evils and Silent Hills. Poppy Playtime came out, and I recognize that that's just an amazing like indie game, and the story is fun. The characters are creative, but I lean more towards something like Resident Evil Silent Hill. There are still people who prefer the other way. So that's not to say that there's anything wrong with the genre by any means. As good as Leon Kennedy. This is made in Unreal Engine 5. So let's go ahead and read this. Episode 1, Out of Time. Sunnytime Friends was the biggest show from 1973 to 1996. You are a technician who was tasked to restore the power to the old Sunnytime Friends animation studio, 30 years after it shut down. Sensitivity is a bit high. No sensitivity slider. I think I can just use my mouse though. That's a bit better. Let's go ahead and test this out a little bit. Frames are stuttering a little bit. Let's try VSync. And if not, what we can do is we can lower the Unreal settings. How's it look for you guys, by the way? The frame rate seems a little low on the ultra setting. I don't really know if I need to have the ultra setting. Ooh, we have the characters on the wall. I probably should have just stuck with the recommended defaults. We'll drop it to high. Oh, that's so clean. Oh, that is so smooth now. And it looks, I think, just as good. Okay, cool. Recommend turning it to high. Yeah, I don't know, I was curious what ultra sounded like. Ooh. Find a way to enter the power room. Okay, level change. It was kind of abrupt. Well, let's see. I want to boundary break as much as I can. Ooh. Okay, I probably shouldn't be doing that first. Popcorn.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Sunnytime Friends Studio. Here at Sunnytime Friends Studio, you can see how your favorite episodes of Sunnytime Friends are made. We also have food for everyone in the cafeteria. If you're a vegan, there you go.
Sorry, I had to turn the volume up for you guys because it was fine.
Okay, I won't bother you any longer. Now go meet our animators, go get some food, and go meet your favorite characters. Bye!
Cool, cool. Oh. That was creepy. Okay. I think probably the best way to do this is to point things out as I see it. It'd be kind of neat if it didn't hang at the end of that and maybe it shut back off. And then also maybe use directional sound for the voice so it sounds like it's coming from somewhere. Oh, what was that? What was that? How do I see what I got? J? Hold on. Is there a control option? No, I don't know what the controls are. Tab? Not tab. Okay. I'm guessing there might be like a collectibles menu somewhere else. Taking all these kids' drawings. They belong to me. Crappy drawing complaint. Why are these concept artists still around? The drawings suck and they keep drawing the out-of-date designs. The only accurate drawing is Dottie's, and her beak looks weird. I'm done with this company. Okay, that one I don't get to keep. Can I jump? Kinda dark. Oh. It's just there for fun. That's fine. I think that it's good world building. I like that. Hello. F for flashlight. I like the flashlight being bright. It is a good flashlight. The issue I do have with the Unreal Engine light system is sometimes, like, it just hides the other colors if you get too close. I hear something. brain's run out of juice already. So it's on. Maybe that turned lights on in the other room. Oh, I've got a flashlight. Maybe I can see something happening in this room now. No, there's not another door there. Oh, what's this? I wanted to go in there. Okay, power is on. Can I do this? Aha! I'm gonna take that key. That isn't me. Open the door in the power room. Okay. Actually, hold on. Secrets. Floor secrets. I want to see what's in there. Sam's walkthrough history. Condemned. Solitaire stream? Bottles, clocks, and clock house. Read that one. Blinky's bouncy house. Power, that's where we just came from. Animation studio, which is blocked off. Louis Lamb's cafeteria. All right. Time to go to the bottle. Oh, Doddle. It's fine, I'm just slightly illiterate. Look at the pictures? The little guys? I do like, and it's kind of quiet because I can't, so you might not be able to hear it, but when you try to open a locked door, it makes a sound of like the door actually being locked. Which is a nice touch. Oh, this was not the other side of the animation studio. Under construction. Didn't we have to crouch already? Oh no, the crouch didn't work on that way. I see. The dude talking about the concept artist was a hater. Exactly. This vent, doesn't provide much ventilation. Ooh, I like that. Loading. Meet Dottie. Excuse me. Meet Dottie the Dotbird. Ever wanted to meet Dottie the Dotbird? Well, now you can. Complete all 4 games in this room to meet Dottie the Dotbird. Is a dotbird a real bird species? Okay. Was that the objective of this game? As a kid, I always just liked moving them. Oh. Why am I running? Uh-oh. My first clue should have been I was told to run. And instead I wanted to jump into the pit of danger.
You're out!
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is a massive warehouse.
Fail one more time, and you're going to the timeout. Tick-tock. You can't hide forever. Do you see the time?
Oh, excuse me.
Nope, try again. You can't hide forever. You're
Ma'am.
out of time.
Nope. What a pleasant interaction. So kind. Remember, stay on time and follow the schedule. Hop to fun. Stay clean. Player is just built different. Yeah, they got good ankles and knees. It's my headcanon that the elevator actually doesn't make any sound, but they added the megaphone to make it sound like you were going fast. Because the company just wanted.
Oh, you thought that elevator would work?
Oh, is that actually what happened?
You're too funny. This elevator has been inactive for 30 years. Anyways, enjoy the ride.
That was a good
and
bit.
You know, try to land on your feet.
Unless I misinterpreted that. Excuse me. Oh. That was good. That was really well polished. I don't think there was a single bug, like with the gameplay itself that I saw. The environments were good. All the textures look good. Trying to think what else. Voice cast, Spiders, Mythic Dragon, Dexter Manning, playtesters. There's a door in the room with the 4 games with some lore. Did I miss a secret? Did I miss a secret? Yes? Alright. Does anyone have a stopwatch? What's the speed run for this game? Do I even need to go in here? I don't think so, right? Okay, I must have to. I like how this one's red. Foreshadowing. Okay, so lore-wise, what did I do that made it to where the power room is openable? I didn't notice what happened. You collected the paper. Okay. Also, the little UI elements for, like, the sun and stuff, that's clean. I think adding more UI elements to like the settings or the objectives, like making those custom too, I think that would also add to it a little bit. But I mean, like you said, like, there's always, believe me, I know, there's always something more to be added. And so kind of, you made a release date, it released on time, it released without any game-breaking bugs. Very important lore, okay. Oh, this door.
I'm hiding in the janitor closet right now, hoping no one hears me. I've always thought the people in this company were weird. They're always working on some kind of experiment or project, as I like to call them. They always have to do maintenance on the Mascot suits. I barely ever see the actors anymore. It's almost like the characters are alive. Everything's been really strange since the owner and his son disappeared. I have a feeling the studio is up to something shady. I'll report back with another tape when I find more evidence.
See. 1989. As of the date of this report, Project Timebird has been largely successful. Aside from a small number of issues, the project is considered ready for public release. Primary concerns observed involve Project Timebird exhibiting a tendency to hide in the ceiling and leave oil spills. These incidents have been consistently addressed by the maintenance team. We're typically able to complete cleanup procedures prior to scheduled meet and greet events. Maintenance personnel are advised to review the Dottie maintenance tape for detailed handling and cleanup instructions. I see. Missing that was very obviously my fault, though. Because to proceed, I have to... There's more stuff I have to do as opposed to this door just being unlocked from the get-go. That was my bad, for sure. Anybody hear the game Blood Money? The guy's voice in that. Alright. Go. I'm so glad this vent is human-sized. How did you... I didn't even see her there last time. I thought she dropped from the ceiling, too. No, this is on... I'll send the link. This is on Game Jolt. It's free.
You're out of time! Do you see the time?
Oh, not that one.
Nope, try again! You can't hide forever! You're out of time!
Get caught? We already got caught once. I died the first time. Will you add the granny trash talks like I see you kind of thing? That's a good question. I don't know. Cause like I like the how the zombies talk in Requiem. But a lot of like the big bads of the level, I don't think they're really capable of speaking.
Elevator has been inactive for
Some of them might be, but I've only come
years.
up with a few different designs for them.
Anyways, enjoy the ride, and try to land on your feet.
Your stream is lagging? Is that me or is that you? Oh, you'll be confident beating the game if you get trash talked to. You see the credits again. Claps. Claps. Oh, Mess, how long did this take you? You said June of last year, so not even a year? That's really good turnaround time. Especially for, like, the size of your team, and this being your first project. Granted, I haven't released anything either. I released a crappy game that I made in, like, 3 months for Halloween time that wasn't finished. But yeah, let me grab the link so that anyone that's interested in checking it out is able to check it out. Okay, I did have one question. Here's the link. Episode 1 is free to play. Give them all the love and support. This. And I might make this the new thumbnail. Because it looks really clean. Let me actually... Okay, is there anything else you wanted me to check out before I move on and yap? Of course, OMS. Of course. Respect the settings preserved. Like, you went to the game and they didn't reset. Let me see something else. If I close it and reopen it, does it save my settings? It does. Okay. That's clean. No performance issues on my end, even when I did like the Ultra. I'll turn this music back down for you guys. Even when I did Ultra, the game just ran at a lower frame rate. It still ran. Backdrop. What time is it? It's only 12:45. We'll keep going. We'll do some other stuff. This is what I had a question about. I liked the texturing on this a lot. Was there any reason the in-game model didn't have kind of that feathery texture to it? I'm guessing maybe that was planned and just there wasn't enough time for it. Also, let me use this as the new thumbnail. Oh, whoops, it didn't. I need to unlink the size. Hopefully it doesn't stretch too bad. I think that's fine. Better than having black boxes. I don't know which I like more. I added the hair effects in Blender, but I didn't know how to get into Unreal Engine 5. Oh, I see. Will you sometimes play some really bad Game Jam games I helped to make? Laugh, you typed. I'm guessing that is supposed to be an emoji. Yeah, that was quadruple A. You're not wrong, Hone. I did. I'm very proud of that one, actually. You need a red circle and red arrows to draw in viewers' attention. Just a sec. No, I haven't played, so. So for those of you who, because we're almost at the 2-hour mark, so some of you are probably going to start dropping off. I don't know how much longer I'll stay on, but for those of you who are going to be departing us now, thanks for dropping by. OMS, thanks for letting us play the game on stream. That was fun. So, definitely want to see what you do next, because I definitely feel like that was kind of like your first step into it, and I feel like you have a bunch of ideas that you want to flesh out a bit more. So I'm excited to see where you take that. Thank you for playing. Yeah, of course, of course. For those of you sticking around, we've got some more debugging to do. Yeah, voice acting was good. I'm glad you didn't use AI, or at least it sounded human. Gives it character. How do we feel about this music as opposed to just the chill guitar radio? Do we want the Resident Evil music, or do we want guitar? I hate both. Yeah, all the voice acting was done by my friends, and I hired that one guy in the cassette. Cool. Yeah, his voice is great. Everyone's voice is great, though. Is this the part where we clap and cheer with joy for debugging? Yes. The time has come. Programming. The joys and the pain. No joke, this guitar thing just repeats always, and I don't know about RE9 music. Well, the RE9 music repeats a lot. That's what we're on now. But I mean, if it was like high octane music, I don't know. My mind works best like white noise. Ren, it doesn't matter, he hates both. Fair enough, fair enough. And this is like the most white noise music you can have. Shut your mouth, Owen. Oh man, that's my one complaint with Fears to Fathom. Well, one of many. I don't know why they keep doing it. It adds no substance to the game. It's just the developer, like, macking into the microphone, eating a pizza, and you're forced to listen to it for 30 seconds. And you have to press a button to listen to 30 seconds more of it to progress the game. And it's like, no. Like, let me, like, end my suffering. I hate it. I hate it. I wonder if it's because I tried to do the for loop and that's just not working. Because it should be faded like this. And when we start, is that the faded one? No. I've got to go for the day. Again, thank you so much for playing, and thanks for all the support. Of course, OMS, congrats on releasing. You've, hold on. Let me send you this video. Do you know who Masahiro Sakurai is? Sakurai... Master Up. Masahiro. I can't find it. There's this one video that the developer and creator of Kirby and also Super Smash Bros. Made, talking about like congratulating people for finishing and uploading their very first indie game. And just super inspirational, just chill dude. But you did it, you dropped it, so congrats to you. Use today to rest, relax, and enjoy your weekend. You did it, congrats. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Hold on. Oh, file 1 is already a button. And trait selection. Okay, let's first make sure that we didn't break... Oh, cancel. The other one, because I might have done that. You're still mad at me for ranking Fierce to Fathom over Visage? Yeah, I just... The first impression it left on me was not great. Visage, because I started in the weakest chapter. Okay, so that still works. Chapter is S. Yeah, maybe that's a lesson in game development, right? It's fine to have bullshit in your game. But please, don't show the player the bullshit within the first hour. Because that's how you lose them. See, learn from Poppy Playtime. They've got bullshit, but they give it to you in Chapter 5. So you're already locked in at that point. So this seems correct. That seems right. The selected button widget is right. Then we set color, set background, set timer by event, then timer handle. Hey, no chat fighting. But I feel 30. Hey, what's wrong with feeling 30? Okay, this is doing the same thing, right? The only thing I'm not doing is the trait index, which I shouldn't need. Because this thing isn't using it. This is just for the unassigned button. You for real have knee problems? Oof. That's rough, buddy. Selected button. Okay, I need to think. How did I get it to where it clears the buttons in the first place? Rather than just trying to figure out what's different between the two. So if it's valid, unselect it. Which means if one of these already exists, it should go back here and call this unselected and clear it. Oh, it's doing make linear color to 0.313. Hold on. Is that what I wanted? No, yeah, that's right, that's right. At this point, though, the button isn't assigned. Oh, there's a not valid path. There we go. It shouldn't be turning red, but that's a me issue for something I tried to fix when the fix was not with what I did, it was what I was doing. So smart. Good at my job. I'm the best developer there ever was. Okay, not red. Oh, whoops. Wait, what? Oh, there it is, there it is. Keep the positive affirmations. Why is it still red? Oh. All of them should be glowing. I don't know why all of them are not glowing. Oh, that's why. Okay. You can also fix this to where on startup it thinks it's file 1. Oh wait, it already has file 1 loaded. I don't know why it doesn't have the other images, but that's a problem for a future day, I think. This, though, we should be able to get it to where we can click one of these and add it to this guy. So, here's how we do that. Check this out. Check this out. No, it's just a mission. I'm fine with that. Okay, player observation. So what we do here, on each of these button presses, get aberration. I'll get used to it eventually. Get aberration 1. We have remove observation. We should also have the opposite of that, which is add. Add observation. Add. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That's why I like code. not spaghetti code. But I thought, in my mind, I was like, oh, because we're using widgets, it's definitely going to be much easier to use this with a widget. Or use this with something that's also visual, rather than trying to, you know, write something in C++ and have to work back and forth from it. But that might have been a mistake. We'll see. This whole thing is just about where it needs to be. Add... What is it? Observation. Operation index. And trait is... so we need to hold what trait? Has been selected. Also, in this one, I think it makes the button unselectable. Here it is, unassign. Oh no, it's just, I see. I see. That's rough. I don't think I've had any serious injuries myself, so I'm lucky with that. Could not be found. Huh? I have to make it public? Just had to make it public. Means now when these are being created here, So there's that. Yeah, how's the 30-second loop treating you? Anytime you hear this song in the future for whatever reason, you're just gonna get flashbacks to this day. Your brain ignores it? Exactly, see? That's what you need. The silence is awkward, but your brain just kind of filters it. And that's exactly what it's meant to do. That's its purpose. But when you focus on it, you go crazy. Look, we all can't be perfect. We all can't be perfect. Welcome back, Basti. Okay. I mean, if I did this right, we should be able to add and remove these traits now. So let's remove some of these. Yes! Okay, I just need to have it call update again. I could do it with tagging, or I could pass the control to the game instance. Let's do... do tags. Oh, I don't know if I can make a tag for a widget. I thought there was an update button that I had. Was it here, the update? Well, I thought I had like an update function. Oh, it was in this update observation pool, which isn't what I wanted. Custom and update observation. Would you continue to make games when this game's a total flop and people hate it? It's something I'm just doing for fun, so probably. Alright, let's do some edge case testing. No, it assigned it, but it didn't update it. So let's say I added to file 2 and file 3. It does show up. Oh. That's probably okay. Accessing none. I'm assuming it was none because I wasn't setting index. This should be defaulted to 0. It is defaulted to 0. So no errors that time. Why did it error out the first time? Tomatoes? Nani, what are you doing here? So it works with the other ones. But not file 1? Okay. Why access none type? Is it saying paranormal profiles is empty? Shouldn't be. Oh, I see. I see why. Those lines aren't executing. So they're not getting the reference they need. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. How much time would you take to work on the next project until I'm done? Until I'm not having fun with it? Yay! I think this missing string table entry is just the string table is like one of these I don't have named correctly, and so it can't look it up the right way. Well, that's cool. Okay. I mean, I think that's just about where I wanted it to be until we moved on to the AI part, because that was a lot of just the core setup for at least what I want to have ready by June. I want to eventually be able to expand on that in a way where you could like look back at older entries too. But that's not super important for now. I have hiccups. There we go, I think they're gone. Okay. You missed it, here I'll show again. Just super simple. Where when you assign attributes, it shows up here instantly now. We can also unassign all of them. And we can also assign them. But, I mean, that's a lot of work, but just to get something somewhat simple, we also had to get, like, all of the, oh, you're talking about something else. Okay. But I also had to get, like, all of the UI touches in there, like, selecting the button, and then the other buttons are enabled. Or, like, making sure that you can't press them if a trait isn't selected. Or making sure you can't select multiple at one time. Or making sure that after about 5 seconds it deselects itself so that it doesn't just hang on the same button forever. And also being able to switch between the profiles. And all of this information isn't exclusive to these monitors here. All of this info is now saved in the game instance, which writes this to the data of the aberrations themselves. So it's always being tracked, it can always be read from if I want to do anything else with it later on in gameplay. Ultimately wanting to expand beyond the 3 file system, maybe having more than 3 at a time. It could also just be like, have like buttons up here that let you, like arrow keys that let you do, like you click next and it shows file 456, and then we just update this to say 456. Or something like that. But at least for now, we just need those 3. We don't need anything else. Updating the UI displays will come somewhat next. We want to update the behavior of this guy. Maybe give it a slightly more updated model. And then give it some behaviors that are going to work well with kind of what we have planned. But I think that's what I'm going to call it. We solved the bug that I was trying to solve. And that's happy. That's a happy stopping place for me. So, I hope you all have a fantastic... What? Thank you. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. An awesome rest of your weekend. Is it my channel birthday? When is that? No. It's June 2014. Oh man, I am Unk. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you. What date is it for now? It's the 7th. It's the 7th of March. This is the beginning of a good running joke. No, it's my normal birthday. Okay. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. OMS's game was fun. It was very well polished. I'm excited to see what else he's got in store to make. Imagine being on 7th March. How lame. What are you on? Are you on the 8th? No, right? Everyone right now... No, wait. You're right. Some people it is Sunday, I think. Thanks, Odin, for all the birthday wishes. I'll be sure to make a wish when I blow the candles out. Okay. Have a great weekend. I will see you all on... daylight savings time is tomorrow. Which means here in the States, our hours spring forward by an hour. Which means right now, instead of it being 1 o'clock, it would be 2:30. So, the way... How do I word this? My streams will not change the time as I see it. If you don't participate, I guess is the word, in daylight savings time, so if you're outside of the States or wherever else has it, streams will likely be an hour earlier. So, if that means that you can't catch the weekday streams, sorry, but everything else in my life also shifts by the exact same amount of time, and so does the time that I have for streaming. So, be prepared for that. I won't send out the new schedule until daylight savings time happens, because Daisy will freak out if I do it before it. So, thanks, Basti. Have a good one. Enjoy watching some of the other streamers that are going on right now, if they still are. I will see you all on Monday. Have a good one.